In the heart of a quaint little village nestled between mist-covered mountains and ancient forests, there lurked a tale whispered only in hushed tones by the flickering firelight of wary villagers. It was a story that sent shivers down the spines of even the bravest souls who dared to listen, for it spoke of a darkness that prowled the cobblestone streets under the cloak of night. Long ago, when the village was but a cluster of humble cottages and winding pathways, there came a stranger to its midst. He was a figure veiled in mystery, his origins unknown and his intentions clouded in secrecy. With a charm that masked a chilling aura, he swiftly ingratiated himself into the fabric of the community, earning the trust of the unsuspecting villagers. But as the moon waxed and waned, a sinister truth began to reveal itself. People whispered of missing livestock, drained of blood and left lifeless in the moonlit fields. Whispers turned to fearful murmurs when villagers started disappearing, leaving behind only echoes of their terrified screams. It was then that the leader of the village, a wise and revered elder, took it upon himself to uncover the truth behind the growing shadow that enveloped their once peaceful home. Gathering the courage of the bravest souls among them, he embarked on a perilous journey into the heart of the mystery, determined to confront whatever malevolent force lurked in the darkness. Their quest led them deep into the heart of the forest, where ancient trees stood as silent sentinels, bearing witness to secrets untold. Among the gnarled roots and winding pathways, they stumbled upon a dilapidated mansion, its grandeur long faded into decay. It stood as a testament to a forgotten era, its halls echoing with the whispers of the past. As they ventured into the depths of the mansion, they were met with a chilling sight. Coffins lay open, their occupants gone, while cobwebs draped like funeral shrouds across the forgotten relics of a bygone age. And there, amidst the shadows, they found him, the stranger, who had woven his web of deceit around their village. But he was no mere mortal. His eyes glowed crimson in the dim light, his fangs bared in a predatory grin that sent icy tendrils of fear snaking down their spines. He was a creature of the night, a vampire who had preyed upon their village with impunity, his thirst for blood unquenchable and his hunger insatiable. In the flickering torchlight, a battle ensued, a clash of steel against fang as the villagers fought to reclaim their home from the grip of darkness. But the vampire was a foe unlike any they had faced before, his strength born of centuries of immortality, his cunning matched only by his thirst for power. As the leader of the village faced the vampire in a final showdown, the outcome hung in the balance, the fate of their home teetering on the edge of oblivion. And in that moment of peril, the echoes of their struggle reverberated through the forest, a testament to the courage of those who dared to defy the darkness. But whether the leader emerged victorious or succumbed to the vampire's unyielding grasp remains a mystery, shrouded in the mists of time and whispered only in the hushed tones of a village haunted by its past. For the darkness that lurked in the heart of their home was a force not easily vanquished, its tendrils reaching out from the shadows to ensnare the unwary and drag them into the depths of eternal night. And so, the tale of the vampire from the small village endures, a chilling reminder of the horrors that lie in wait when night falls and the moon hangs heavy in the sky. As the leader of the village faced the vampire in that final, fateful confrontation, the air crackled with tension, heavy with the weight of their intertwined destinies. Each blow struck echoed through the halls of the decrepit mansion, a symphony of desperation and defiance that seemed to reverberate through the very fabric of the night. But just as victory seemed within grasp, a sudden flash of movement caught the leader off guard. With a speed that defied mortal comprehension, the vampire lunged forward, his fangs bared in a savage snarl. The leader's blade met nothing but empty air as the vampire vanished into the shadows, leaving behind only a lingering sense of dread. In the aftermath of the confrontation, the village found itself plunged into a state of uneasy apprehension. The vampire's presence still lingered like a malevolent shadow, haunting the corners of their collective consciousness with the specter of his return. Rumors spread like wildfire, whispered in fearful tones behind closed doors and shuttered windows. Some claimed to have seen him prowling the outskirts of the village under the cloak of darkness, his eyes glinting like shards of polished obsidian in the moonlight. Others spoke of strange happenings, livestock found drained of blood, fields left barren and lifeless, as if touched by some unseen blight. Yet amidst the whispers of fear and uncertainty, there were those who refused to surrender to despair. The leader, though battered and bruised from the confrontation, remained steadfast in his resolve to protect his people from the encroaching darkness. With every passing day, he tirelessly marshaled the village's resources, rallying them in defiance against the looming threat that hung over their home like a storm cloud on the horizon. But even as they prepared for the inevitable clash with the vampire, a deeper mystery began to unfold, a mystery that hinted at darker forces at play than they had ever imagined. Whispers of ancient curses and forbidden rituals echoed through the village, spoken in hushed tones by those who dared to delve into the secrets of the past. And as the leader delved deeper into the labyrinthine corridors of history, he uncovered truths that threatened to shake the very foundations of their reality. Secrets long buried beneath layers of myth and legend began to surface, painting a picture of a world far more complex and treacherous than they had ever dared to imagine. But amidst the darkness, a glimmer of hope still flickered like a solitary flame in the night. For the leader knew that even in the face of insurmountable odds, the human spirit was a force not easily extinguished. And as he stood on the precipice of an uncertain future, he vowed to fight with every ounce of strength and determination he possessed, for the fate of his village hung in the balance, teetering on the edge of oblivion. As the leader delved deeper into the mysteries surrounding the vampire and the dark forces at play, he unearthed ancient texts hidden within the village archive scrolls that spoke of a prophecy woven into the very fabric of time itself. According to the prophecy, a chosen one would rise from among the villagers, endowed with the power to vanquish the darkness and restore balance to their world. But the path to fulfilling the prophecy was fraught with peril, for it required unlocking the secrets of an ancient ritual, a ritual that held the key to defeating the vampire once and for all. With newfound determination, the leader embarked on a quest to uncover the lost knowledge of the ritual, seeking out long-forgotten scholars and wise elders who held the key to unlocking its mysteries. Along the way, he encountered allies and adversaries alike, each holding a piece of the puzzle that would ultimately determine the fate of their village. But as the leader delved deeper into the labyrinthine web of intrigue, he soon realized that not all was as it seemed. Betrayal lurked in the shadows, its tendrils reaching out to ensnare the unwary and drag them into the depths of despair. Dark forces conspired against him, their motives shrouded in secrecy as they sought to manipulate the outcome of the prophecy for their own nefarious ends. Yet amidst the chaos and uncertainty, the leader pressed on, fueled by the unwavering belief that hope still lingered on the horizon. With each revelation uncovered and each obstacle overcome, he drew closer to unlocking the secrets of the ritual and fulfilling the prophecy that had been foretold centuries ago. But as the day of reckoning drew near, the village found itself teetering on the brink of annihilation. The vampire's grip tightened like a vice around their throats, his thirst for power driving him to ever greater depths of depravity. And as the leader prepared to face him in a final showdown, he knew that the fate of their world hung in the balance, the outcome of their struggle poised on a knife's edge between salvation and eternal damnation. For the leader had come to realize that the true test of their courage and resilience lay not in the strength of their swords or the power of their magic, but in the depth of their conviction and the purity of their hearts. And as he stood poised to confront the darkness once and for all, he knew that only by embracing the light within could they hope to emerge victorious in the battle that lay ahead. As the leader prepared for the final confrontation with the vampire, he couldn't shake the feeling of unease that gnawed at the edges of his mind. Whispers of doubt echoed in the recesses of his thoughts, questioning whether they truly had the strength to overcome the darkness that threatened to consume them all. But amidst the uncertainty, a glimmer of hope emerged, a revelation that would change everything. Deep within the heart of the forest, hidden beneath layers of enchantment and ancient wards, lay the key to unlocking a power long thought lost to the sands of time. Guided by visions and cryptic dreams, the leader embarked on a perilous journey into the heart of the forest, accompanied by a band of loyal companions whose faith in his cause never wavered. Together, they braved the treacherous terrain, navigating through dense undergrowth and looming shadows that seemed to watch their every move with malevolent intent. As they delved deeper into the heart of the forest, they encountered trials and tribulations beyond anything they had ever imagined. Enchanted creatures lurked in the shadows, their eyes gleaming with malice as they sought to thwart their progress at every turn. But with unwavering determination and a bond forged in the crucible of adversity, they pressed on, driven by the knowledge that their quest held the fate of their village in the balance. And then, at long last, They stumbled upon it, a hidden grove bathed in ethereal light, its ancient trees towering like guardians of a forgotten realm. In the center of the grove stood a towering monolith, its surface etched with intricate runes and symbols that pulsed with an otherworldly energy. With trembling hands, the leader approached the monolith, feeling the weight of destiny settle like a heavy cloak upon his shoulders. With each step forward, the air grew thick with anticipation, the very fabric of reality trembling with the promise of what was to come. And as he reached out to touch the surface of the monolith, a blinding flash of light engulfed him, enveloping him in a cocoon of pure energy that seared through his veins like wildfire. Visions flashed before his eyes, visions of battles fought and victories won, of a future bathed in the light of hope and redemption. But amidst the visions, a shadow lurked, a darkness so profound that it threatened to consume everything in its path. The leader knew then that their journey was far from over, that the true test of their courage and resolve still lay ahead. With newfound purpose burning in his heart, the leader emerged from the grove, his companions by his side, ready to face whatever trials awaited them on the path to victory. For they knew that the fate of their village and perhaps the fate of the world itself hung in the balance, teetering on the edge of oblivion as they stood poised to confront the darkness once and for all. With newfound determination and the power of the ancient grove coursing through their veins, the leader and their companions set out to confront the vampire and bring an end to the darkness that had plagued their village for so long. As they returned to the village, they found it gripped in the throes of despair, the vampire's hold tightening with each passing day. But hope flickered like a beacon in the darkness as the villagers rallied behind their leader, united in their determination to reclaim their home and vanquish the evil that had threatened to tear their world apart. The final battle unfolded in a blaze of glory, a clash of wills and magic that shook the very foundations of the earth. With each blow struck and each spell cast, the darkness receded, driven back by the sheer force of their resolve and the power of the ancient grove that imbued them with strength beyond measure. And then, in a moment of triumph that echoed through the ages, the leader delivered the decisive blow, striking down the vampire with a final, resounding blow that sent him crumbling to dust at their feet. With his defeat, the darkness that had gripped their village for so long lifted like a veil, leaving behind only the promise of a new dawn. As the first light of morning broke over the horizon, the villagers emerged from their homes, their faces alight with joy and relief. The leader stood among them, a beacon of hope and inspiration, their courage and determination paving the way for a future free from the shadows that had haunted their dreams for so long. And so, as the village rejoiced in their hard-won victory, the leader knew that their journey was far from over. For while the vampire may have been defeated, the world was still a place of challenges and trials, each one waiting to test their strength and resolve. But as long as they stood together, united in purpose and bound by the bonds of friendship and love, they knew that no darkness could ever truly extinguish the light that burned within their hearts. And so, with heads held high and hearts full of hope, they embraced the future that lay before them, ready to face whatever challenges it may bring with courage, determination, and unwavering faith in the power of the human spirit.